Hi YouTube, welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. I just started the game and there was a weird loading screen at the beginning. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So this is beginning nicely. Okay. What? Dude, it's showing my real-time clock. This is creepy. It's what the fuck is happening? What is happening? It's still showing my real-time clock. 11:57 p.m. This is fucking creepy. I don't want to play this. What is happening? John, are you saying this? This is too creepy. I don't want to be alone. You're one of my best friends. Please. I need you. Why is there a creepy peak? What the fuck? And I think it's the creepiest aspect. It's showing my real-time clock. It's showing 11:58 p.m. Mail. No new mail. Well, that's good. Set wallpaper. Can I set anything as wallpaper? What the? It actually did so. Music. I mean, oh my god, this, the song is called Sayonara. Oh my god. What the fuck? Check the trace back. Anything else? Do I go to DLC? Oh, trace. This is the trace back. What the fuck? Oh jeez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec. I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing. But I'm getting cold chills because this is... You know... What if I What if I... What if I try and delete everything? Okay. What's this music? What about this? What does the DLC button do? What is going on? Somebody help me. What the fuck is happening? What if I exit this? Side stories? What is this? How's the club going? I don't know what the fuck is going on. Okay, let's just go over here then. I guess. And I guess start a new game. Which is this option. Uh-huh. What if I try and read this? Daniel Los Snaz is What the fuck is going on? I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air. Looks like the game's glitching. Like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you've never seen yourself making today, but it kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Who's you know. That's our best friend. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let and catch up to me. What the fuck? I'm getting actually chills from this game. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst. Being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked up to school alone. I always oh, now we're walking alone. Okay. Never mind, we don't have a best friend. You asked earlier who that is. We don't have a best friend. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or do something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. My brains are fucking freezing. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them will probably be way too demanding for me one to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. ZillionJape? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've been just looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? I don't know, Dan, if you're asking me or if you're asking Monica. Or markers? I guess you could check their closet. You're in the debate club, right? How about that? I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand for all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. We've had this discussion before, I feel like. Does anybody feel like we've had this discussion with Monica? I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. Anyone getting deja vu? In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. Okay. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing that there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Hey, Yuri? What? Yuri is on YouTube. Hey, Yuri, you've been my #1 girl in this game. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, ZillionJape, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but... If you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I even ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome! You're really sweet, ZillionJape, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go, then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. I mean, we're gonna start hitting on Yuri again. Monica... Is the storyline that Monica likes us and we're constantly hitting on other people? And she's like, fuck! Why does this happen every time? Oh my god. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Okay. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, ZillionJape. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So I ran into ZillionJape in a classroom and decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, ZillionJape? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you'll feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. I feel like we've had this discussion as well already. There's a big deja vu here. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to just find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, ZillionJape, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that She finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? I said this on my last stream. That's a long line. Or something like that. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Aha, I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Oh, I hate horror. Oh, so this is why I didn't like Natsuki. This is why I started approaching Yuri, now I remember. Oh my god. Oh my god, read it, what the fuck? We are in a loop. That's true though. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes started over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? But what? What gives you that idea? Left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! And give that back! Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's time for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. Now that's a new line, I think. Yeah, Yuri being a vice president is a new thing. Yeah. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, ZillionJape? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back at me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, ZillionJape. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if you don't find one more before the festival... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, ZillionJape? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. ZillionJape, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can give you a great time, okay? I can too. Oh, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good one. Fuck you, Monica. Fuck you. I always... Remember, guys, I immediately at the beginning said I don't like her. She's like my least favorite. On every time we had to share poems, she was the last one I went to because I was like, I don't really care about Monica at all. One thing's also weird about Monica. We're now in a fucking loop. She's been hinting us, at us, that she's an asshole. She also told to us about saving the game. So she might be like a fourth wall breaking fucking monsters or something. I don't fucking know. She told us the tip of, you can save the game. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. ZillionJape, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright! I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. What the fuck is this now? Today I cut my skin open for the first time. It was exhilarating. I think I understand how blank feels now. I'm supposed to be the responsible one though, so I don't think I'll be doing it again unless I decide to kill myself. I left a memento of the occasion below. What the fuck? What the
Oh my God!
That's so nice. Oh my God. I don't think Monica will like this, that I'm still gonna go after Yuri. I have a feeling she won't like this. Oh, what? I don't know what does what now. Fuck. Oh, hell yeah. We're still going after Yuri. Fuck. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! I understand this girl. Hell yeah! Fuck. Fuck. Fuck! No! Well, I hope it... Okay. Hi again, ZillionJape. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. What the f... That... What the f... That was fucking creepy. Oh. Oh well, yeah, fuck. Thanks for keeping your promise, ZillionJape. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. What? Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be tracked here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you want to take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. You're blocking the text. You're blocking the text, woman. The music is not working properly. Monica, get the fuck away from the text. Monica. I think you scratched your disc of DDLC. I don't even know what the DDLC is. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, ZillionJape. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. But wait, I didn't mean it like that. You don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Oh, no, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh, we're not sideways anymore. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. That doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. Wait a second. This happened like on the second day, on our second poem sharing. Now it's happening this fast? Are we now skipping days? What? Anyway, more than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah! Crap! I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide not to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. Oh! 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 That's gotta be a fucking hint. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped here have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? You really made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. How am I now getting this? How am I now getting these references? Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, ZillionJape? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. What the? Then suddenly... I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then, but I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts. My fuck whole body! What? What about your whole body? I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. Oh yeah, history. Thanks, dude. Then suddenly... Yeah, it is. That's actually... I'm wondering... Yeah, you also thought it would be in the history, but I guess it isn't. That's weird. This game is even fucking with somebody who's already played it. Yeah, that's... What the fuck? I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's... Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? It just came out of nowhere, you know? You're playing a chill anime game. Like in horror games, you know, I've played a lot of horror at this point. It's just like, you're focused on it constantly. You're just like... Here we have a chill anime music in the background. We're playing this anime game and then... Boom! Oh, what the fuck? Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Oh, alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. So sorry! I was just... bathing! Dude! I was just bathing and something. I'm gonna go back to my old stream and read those fucking... I don't know. You really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Haha! Yeah, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little, our shoulders are almost touching. She was bathing in the warmth of your body. What the fuck? It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here! Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But I'm holding it like... Within holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assumed that she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? No, I don't. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. What the fuck are we talking about? Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Aha! Yuri, are you feeling alright? Eh? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? ZillionJape? Did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you, silly. Yuri just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. The fuck is... What is this game? I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Monica gets abandoned. Just abandoned. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yeah, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Can I just skip Monica? Oh wow, our saves are not even here anymore. What the fuck happened to our saves? Where's my saves? Hi, ZillionJape. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. Much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, ZillionJape. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, ZillionJape. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality. Is it? I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head and that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interactions, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. What is going on? Why? What? I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in a wall, or hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So, what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for a feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh. Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matters and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tangents of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight have withstood the test of time. The last get to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air out of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flick it back? I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such a terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. It didn't take me as long as first time, dude. Stop lying. Ah! Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you in the ghost, Yuri? Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about the ghost at all, ZillionJape. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, ZillionJape. Ah, me too. Now I need water. I just drank my coffee. Straight from the freezer. By the way, completely out of the left field. Joanna, you might want to restock your fridge. On Wednesday, some stores might not be open. Or they might be, but not open all day long. Plus, some things could be bought out from stores. You might want to head out the store. Oh yeah, icy water. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. I'm just expecting when the main protagonist will be like, I feel like something's wrong. I feel like there should be one more girl. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monika is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monika liked it, and ZillionJape did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And ZillionJape liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that ZillionJape appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ugh. Well, you know what? It wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as ZillionJape started showing up. No, Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy, bitch. Edgy? I can't focus on the text. Yeah, I noticed as well that, yeah, it's a little more heated, yeah. Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that. Whoa. Whoa! On that edge, Yuri. Hey, Joanna, I said last time, you know, don't watch this game. Oh, my bad. You already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck? There's a swear word all of a sudden. I mean, they already said a bitch, but I was not expecting the F word to appear. What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let ZillionJape hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly Yuri turns toward me as if she's noticed I was standing here. ZillionJape, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did... Oh my god, what the... Whoa! What? What? Yuri! I'm choosing Yuri! What the fuck? That's not scary, that's just... Do you want me to do something here, Monica? Hey, ZillionJape. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. I knew it! 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 That's what it's all about. That's what the whole storyline is all about. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. ZillionJape, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Completely. This is heading to be one of the best games I've played. Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with ZillionJape. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. Oh my god. But you know what this means, right? Monica is gonna kill her. She's gonna kill her. She's gonna kill Yuri as well. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. What the fuck? What? Yeah, Monica keeps cock blocking us. That's the second time. She's really jealous. She wanted to kill our best friend, and now, you know, she's saying that I always am going for Yuri. She's like, oh. Oh, yeah, Monica is gonna kill her, though. Monica is gonna kill Yuri. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, ZillionJape. Oh, hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression. But the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. ZillionJape, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around and... sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's in her mind, I'm sure it was nothing. Okay. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kinda nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hate me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys aren't worried or anything. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not very good yet. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, ZillionJape. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks! So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. ZillionJape, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay! Can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to stay calm. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath and pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. Oh, I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Ah! Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. Monica is so fucking jealous. Ten minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Oh no! Did Monica now kill her? Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be in the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. Ugh. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Oh my god! Look away, chat! Confirmed. Yeah, it was pretty obvious. Ah! Whoa! Whoa! What the fuck happened? I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. ZillionJape, do you like oolong tea? Oh yeah. Anything is fine. What the fuck? Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Ah, perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins to measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyway. Ah, that's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, ZillionJape. It's very endearing. That's... Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. ZillionJape, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? What's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can reach with my back against the wall rather than bending over my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because my your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. Oh, I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with the tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding on to one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. See where her intense reading expression, I can only presume the world around her was faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Ah, sorry. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Eh? Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. Ah, you're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if the situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop there. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she nods to confirm what just happened. ZillionJape? So sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. What happened to the music? What happened to the music? Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. ZillionJape. Suddenly Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. What? When I read that first part, jerks me to my feet, that was like already like, what? Like, when I just read that jerks, I was like, what? My teacup gets knocked over. What the fuck? ZillionJape? My heart won't stop pounding, ZillionJape. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, ZillionJape? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Yikes. Yikes. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. Even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. What the fuck am I playing? Let's calm down. Huh? 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 Oh, thanks, Monica. This time I needed you. Thanks for the cock block. Thanks for the cock block. We needed her. Um, she's not as happy as last time. It's time to share poems. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? ZillionJape, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really want to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands feel sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, ZillionJape. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, ZillionJape? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed, but right now I just want you to read my poem too, okay? Monica's signature move. Yeah, cock blocking no matter what's happening. She's gonna fucking cock block, like she's gonna block a murder from happening. Wheel. A rotating wheel, turning on cycle, oil, grinding, bottled. Oh. Falling sky, 7 holy stakes? A docked ship. A pastel to another world. A thin hope tied to a thick nope. A toast harness. Parabolic gearboy? Gearboy? Expanding universe. Time controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time devouring snakes with human eyes? A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. A potential sensical nonsense, the poem. Yeah, what the fuck is this? A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. High potential something. A sky of exploding stars. God disproving the existence of God. What the fuck? A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bald head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood with... What the fuck am I reading? Haha. It really doesn't matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. Ah, that is... a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? Now, here's my number one question. I don't know if Jana is following it. It's fun to speculate with you. Yeah, like, that's my number one question. Is Yuri a fucking freak? Or is this just like Monica being a fucking asshole? Like, I don't understand what's happening. My mind is fucked. Like, is she a freak or... I don't fucking know. Or are we just finding out more of these characters in this new loop? I don't fucking know. You can keep the poem though. I liked your last one better. Eh? Really? Well, yeah, I can tell you were a little more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. Fair enough, you're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. Still, you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Is this the same poem? Okay, yeah, this is the same poem. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn how to respect others for liking weird things. Just as the two girls in this very club who I respectfully won't name. Kind of ironic that even in my one place of comfort, I can't even have people respect me. Jeez, now you're making me complain too much. What did I do? For what it's worth, I respect you. Well, I guess thanks. It's kind of obvious that you respect Yuri more, so... Whatever, we're done sharing, so you can leave now. ZillionJape, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Go fuck yourself. Now I'm gonna spend even more time with her. You know what, chat? You know what, chat? You barely ever hear a man say this, but we can fix her. It's always we can fix him. Or I can fix him. Like I don't... What I'm most confused about is Yuri being an actual freak, or is this just Monica? I don't know. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Whoa. Isn't that kind of messed? Like, see? She's trying to make her look bad. Maybe she's cutting herself because you're making her feel bad. You bitch. Yeah, Monica is trying to make Yuri look really, really bad for us. I feel like it's just a matter of time until she kills her. And then we only have Natsuki in this fucking club. And then I'm still gonna approach Natsuki and say, fuck Monica. She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection of something. Well, she did have a collection of knives. I think. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've been kind of enabling her. So I'm not saying it's your fault though. But I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. Or it's best for you. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. Oh my... This game is amazing. Oh, this is heading to my top 10 games at this rate. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head. I know how to treat my club members. I don't think she's fine in the head. Yeah, I don't think so. She's being... yeah. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colors, they want bright, beautiful colors, flash, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop, violent, creating screeching, piercing, sign, causing tangent, like playing chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. Yeah, stable. Endless of money. Delete her. Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. She's ready to get her in the head. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Please help me. Please help me. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? A dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were 4 of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone's talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. And there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream, it was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was and how they knew how to tell a joke at that moment. Okay. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come and sit in front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since ZillionJape joined and we've started with some club activities. But this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members and the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Atsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? The literature club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, ZillionJape? Oh, come on. You can't take advantage of ZillionJape to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until ZillionJape joined. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And ZillionJape isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. Wow, it's getting hot again. It's getting hot again. And she's also bringing very good points. We don't even know too much about Natsuki because I never went after her. You know, one was our best friend, one's our love interest, so we don't know much about Natsuki. What's her problems like? And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monika is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and ZillionJape want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monika wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up to me to rescue this situation. No! Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean that we're against getting new members or anything. ZillionJape, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monika sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest, it's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in the club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is that a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monika wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, ZillionJape, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki! Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. What the Who cares about that obnoxious brat? Natsuki? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now. And I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Nobody would cry if she killed herself. Natsuki or Yuri? What the fuck? What? Her eye was bleeding. I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, ZillionJape? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monika. I decide giving an indifferent answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the literature club a special place. I see. I really agree with you. Yuri? Your eye? Oh, it's just a new piercing. Okay, yeah. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while. So if you would like to help Monika with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright. Well, maybe you can still talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey Yuri! Eh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monika? I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever. Okay, me too. Yeah, let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay, I look forward to it. Shall we go, ZillionJape? Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with ZillionJape before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Dude, she wanted to walk with me home. Yuri wanted to walk with me home. That's what we already discussed on the first game. First fucking new game with Sayori. Like, what if she wants to walk home with us? Now, she's cock-blocking us again! Okay. I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Yeah, no matter what's been happening, Monica always cock-blocks it. No matter if it's, like, disturbing or, you know, something sexual, Monica is there. Hey! Monica waves as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew. Things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? ZillionJape, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I would really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing the other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything. And you're being a little bit, you know. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird, because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why. Wait, no, no, stop it! Apparently, I said to Monica, fuck you, and we advanced the next day. Nice. You can barely see the be right back. Anyway, for YouTube, that's the end of part 4, I believe.